They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine. Take your hand, my dear, and place them both in mine. You know you stopped me dead while I was passing by. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time.
Ooh, I seek you, seek you, seek you every time. Oh my, I like your style. You make me wanna cry. And I beg to see you dance just one more time.
So they say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh. I've never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, hey. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again.
I say, oh my God, I see you walking by. Take my hands, my dear, and look me in my eyes. Just like a monkey, I've been dancing my whole life. But you beg to see me dance just one more time. Ooh, I seek you, seek you, seek you every time. Oh my, I like your style. Ooh, you make me wanna cry. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time.
So they say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh. I've never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, hey. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again. Dance monkey.
Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. Move for me, move for me, move for me, hey. When you're done, I'll make you do it all again.
So they say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh. I've never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, hey. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again. Yeah.
place where the air's always filled with screams. So hot that the land only grows weeds. A place filled with demons and ghosts, tumbleweeds. Betrayed by some comrades at too brute. I'ma get you all back. It's not if, no it's when. Better watch out, cause I'm coming for revenge. I'ma train hard, I'ma go far. I will learn with every new scar. Got a cold heart, yeah I'm feeling arc. Enemies give me energy from the start. Got an addiction to winning, so I will work till I get it. The sweat is dripping, I'm in it, I'll never stop till I finish. I'm feeling demons possessing, they took a hold of my vessel. The energy of a devil, yeah. A new man, a new me. Better watch out, you ain't never seen a beast. I don't always have control, he could be me. Got a chip on his shoulder and he got some sharp teeth. Anyone in my way, and anyone who betrayed, anyone I have to face, I'll wipe them out like the plague. Fly through the air, if you got a death wish, come outside, don't be scared. Yeah, I'm more than prepared, I've been prepping for this day and now it's finally here.
Unhappy, uneasy, dissatisfied, there is a great disturbance, causing affliction, to this frail and broken mind.
Ahoy, mateys! 'Tis I, Captain Horatio Honeyflakes, and I be here to tell you about me newest crowdfunding campaign. The adventures continue with me crew, the Mighty Mascots, in issues 7, 8, and 9. Just focus your looking glass on the amazing artwork of Ian Warianto and Anton Bondi. Me crew The mighty mascots are up against some scurvy scallywags, and we need ye help to defeat them. There be a bounty of exclusive treasure only available here, where X marks the spot. I spy a huge coffer of bonuses and stretch goals on the horizon. Then please consider pledging so we can continue these adventures with the weirdest crew I ever had the pleasure of sailing with. Mascots Unleashed!
Now, I was talking to you about Man Guy the other day,
Yes, you were.
and nobody has picked up on this.
Picked up on that it's a man and a guy.
Man Guy. Yeah, I was actually looking for a
A
name
double
that had
masculine.
the feel of He-Man.
He-man. Man guy. What is this?
Now, why
That's
do I
really
spell
kinda-
guy with G-A-I? Do you know?
Why do you know? Because, I don't know, because you want to be more,
Because I was reflecting on cartoons that I watched as a child, and Guy King was a major influence.
and is that how you spell guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
that's really
Japanese.
cool.
Tonight I'm filled with righteous indignation. I want to define something for you tonight. The definition for pervert. It means to lead someone away from what is considered right, natural, or acceptable. This book has been permitted in 6 schools in the Wake County Public School System. I'll read just a little bit of this perversion that we have allowed in the school system. So he bends me over the bed and on the blowjob tips. It says, use your... Doesn't it make you cringe as I read that to you? Makes you crawl in your skin. It's a dastardly deed. The question today is, who is the pervert that's allowing this to be purchased and delivered to our libraries? Who is the pervert that signs off on this bill? Who are you? What do you stand for to accept this? Can you be in your right mind and be decent as a human to allow this to be at the access and the fingertips of children? We know who the perverts are. There's one political party in this country that supports this junk. It's a party that castrates children, mutilates children, perverts children, grooms children, murders children, and indoctrinates children. We know who the perverts are. Who is the pervert?
Young boy learns their rules. With time, the child grows in.
Hello. Welcome, Mark Brooks.
Let's go. Bring it. So we're going to play a game here.
Okay.
Or to answer, we're going to play a game. The game is called Stupid or Liar. So
Okay.
either you were too stupid to realize what I would type was sarcastic, or you're going to say you didn't realize it was sarcastic and you're lying. So pick one.
Stupid.
Everything is stupid. Everything is stupid. You ask me to mark. Everything is stupid. Or maybe just dance. Mr. Max not to drop, but prefers to break the lines and the lies. He is mad all the time. He's an alcoholic or maybe psychotic. If you watch very quick, look like he's a singer from the sea. Everything is stupid. Everything is stupid. You ask me to mark. Everything is stupid. If you bother to run. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me what to do. Everybody's ruining. Strangers suffer. Everybody's stupid. Have it on mark. You used to be handsome. Who's one crazy that Charles Manson told you and I see it. Have the opportunity. Will question everything, including masculinity. He told you toxic, like a real feminine. And that's mandatory for a Disney employee. 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 Disney employee.
You look like teenage Nazi Santa Claus.
I'm very much a Nazi, aren't I? Sure.
Hey, you said it.
Yeah.
You said it.
You called me Nazi Santa Claus before. I must be a Nazi.
Listen, Ethan. Here's the deal.
Everything is stupid. Everything is stupid. Ask it to mark. Everything is stupid. Or maybe just dance.
Pearl Red, Moonshine, and Twitless.
Stupid.
Micah, Oz, and Liam.
Stupid.
Skyver, Ralph, and Klein.
There he does.
Dave, Dahlia, TJ, and Java.
Stupid.
George, Spike, Dip, and Chris.
Stupid.
Sheila, Summer, and Saggy. Dylan, Dario, and Vic.
Stupid.
Nasser, Doug, and Mike.
Very stupid.
Listen, sociopath, you narcissistic sociopath, I've told you, I'm not debating you anymore. You want me, come see me. I got you covered. I got you, my friend. And if I don't ever see you, I'm going to assume it's you who's the coward and the woman. Come see me, my friend. I'm bigger than you, dude.
Yeah, I agree.
I am. Well, I mean, not physically. That's not possible.
So the Lord spoke to Moses when they were in Egypt. You know, Moses finally got the job he wanted. Man, I'm hanging out with my girl, sitting around all day, doing nothing, getting paid. Glory. Hallelujah. It's when you find your peace of rest that the Lord says, hey, take your shoes off, man. And the branch is on fire. We don't even know what Moses was looking at. Come on, somebody. Should we give this one out? What was Moses looking at? Come on, God, ain't no bush burning. Come on, what's he seeing? See, God is in all time at the same time. God is just opening up a vortex of time for Moses to see something he's never seen before. Hello, somewhere along the way, the Lord said, I am the vine, you are the branches. And then something happened where fire came upon the branches and they were burning, but we didn't get consumed. He was just looking as God sees the way he's moving at another time, at another generation. Don't write that one down. Keep that one in your heart. Don't tell nobody I said that. Branches on fire. Come on, somebody. God speaks to Moses. God speaks to Moses. And he's telling him, Moses, I don't know, however. Moses is like, wrong dude, man, wrong dude, man, wrong dude. I don't even speak. You know, you can't mess with God, because when God comes to get you, he's not looking for your approval. He's just picking him up to put you where you're supposed to be. Come on now. He's the original Borg, you know. Resisting is futile. It's futile. You will be assimilated. Glory.
We were born to fly. You and I.
Studios.
Guess what's happening now? Yeah.
They banish me, never to be seen, to a place where the air's always filled with screams. So hot that the land only grows weeds. A place filled with demons and ghosts, tumbleweeds. Betrayed by some comrades at too brute. I'ma get you all back. It's not if, no it's when. Better watch out, cause I'm coming for revenge. I'ma train hard, I'ma go far. I will learn with every new scar. Got a cold heart, yeah, I'm feeling arc. Enemies give me energy from the start. Got an addiction to winning, so I will work till I get it. The sweat is dripping, I'm in it, I'll never stop till I finish. I'm feeling demons possessing, they took a hold of my vessel. The energy of a devil, yeah. A new man, a new me. Better watch out, you ain't never seen a beast. I don't always have control, he could be me. Got a chip on his shoulder and he got some sharp teeth. Anyone in my way, and anyone who betrayed, anyone I have to face, I'll wipe them out like the plague. I'll wipe them out like the plague. Bullets fly through the air. If you got a death wish, come outside, don't be scared. Yeah, I'm more than prepared. I've been prepping for this day and now it's finally here.
Hello, hello. Okay. I don't think Diane is coming on tonight. I don't know. Maybe I'll
I'm right
just-
here. Been watching the whole show.
Where's your picture?
Hidden.
Where's your picture?
I'll
Why?
be on in a little bit. Hi. How
What are you doing? I'm good.
So welcome to the show, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that
Give me
pre-show
some energy
stuff.
here.
What's that?
Give me some energy here.
I am.
No, what are you doing?
I'm talking to you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Stop. What?
Are you eating or something?
No, I'm sitting here listening to you, watching you rocking out. You're so funny.
Well, I had to rock out. The music is awesome. That's why I make
Yes.
a pre-show, just so I have a reason to rock. Seriously.
So this is like not for anybody else but you, right?
Essentially, yes. I just hope people come along for the ride.
Yeah, I hope so. So
I
what are we
hope that's
doing
not
tonight?
selfish of me. Well, let's update people. So, I am knee deep in revisioning on issue number 4 of Mangai Yushoken, which is the process. Loving it. Everything's coming out really cool. Looking forward to the finals. We will be shipping that in July one way or another. Right now, the Indiegogo is kind of stale. It's at 127. It's been there since opening night. So we would appreciate any support that you guys have out there. But frankly, I got to say, we're going to push it out no matter what. So check it out. The link is in the description, but I can't recommend it highly enough. You know, if you don't talk, I'm going to have to keep talking.
Well, you were what I'm just saying. Well, I was just listening rather to your intro to Indiegogo. And so, yes.
You're not helping very much.
No, see, you asked me to talk, and then you're like, well, you're not adding much. Well, no, that's I was listening. I didn't want to interrupt your spiel. So, yes. So, Mangai Yushoken is on Indiegogo. We're counting down 15 days and counting. Show some love. It's a great little series. I feel like we haven't really done a lot of strong promotion. And I think our elevator pitch was a little on the confusing side, but it is a good series, and it's not as confusing as we make it sound.
Well, the reason it sounded confusing is because it's 4 issues. If we were pitching it one issue at a time, it would have been easier. That was one mistake I think we made, but it's not really a mistake. It's just an oversight, and yeah, it's gonna be fine. No, you shouldn't call me Chrissy. There will be a name forthcoming. In fact, it's actually right there in front of your face. Um, um, I am coming out of the closet. I am going into my 80s persona, and I'm going to have fun with this thing.
Absolutely.
And it's going to evolve. This is actually not it. But starting to draw in a certain style. And I'm starting, when I say that, I mean, I have to be in a certain way to get in a certain mode. And I'm going there. I'm embracing it. I'm going to do stuff in a way that I haven't done it before, or at least not in my art. It taps into a lot of my youth, and it's a lot of fun. And really, I think everybody should do some of that. You know, express yourselves, folks. I can't read anything with these sunglasses on.
So basically,
Diana,
the
can you
guys
help
were
me?
like, yeah, well, you were talking again. I didn't want to interrupt.
Well, thank you. Can you help me though?
Yeah. So basically, Rick said you're cracked. Tim goes, oh, like 80s persona, punk rocker. I said think glam rock, and Mighty
Yes, it's
Kicks
more
goes,
glam
"Oh,
rock.
yeah, it's more glam rock than punk rock. But
So my
anyway,
idea though basically roots from the fact that one thing we've learned from Man Guy, and a lot of people have said this to us, is we're not standing out. We blend in a crowd. In a sea of what 40-plus-year-old creators, there's not much that I'm expressing that really is distinctive of me. And so in this 21st century day and age of coming out and being yourself, what better time to do this, right? So the idea
so what
is I'm going
you're
to
saying is you're a
literally
glam,
embrace.
you're honey. What you're saying is you're a
Yes.
glam rocker creator of comics.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But what I'm
Okay.
saying is when you embrace, so if people are wondering what I'm talking about, go listen to the biography about Alice Cooper, for instance, or listen to some of the interviews with Kiss or say ICP. Basically, anybody who's painted Twisted Sister, when you put on the paint, you do take on a different persona. You do get a different sense of yourself. You do get a sense of empowerment. And it's kind of funny because in this day and age with men dressing in drag and all that, you know, I kept thinking back to the 80s when we would wear stuff like this and nobody was weird in terms of that. We were weird in our own ways. It was like, I called it tonight, I called it an immature expression of masculinity. And even if that's what it is, I like it. I'm embracing it. And I'm going to let it take me where it takes me. I want to be more
You want
recognizable
to be
amongst my
yourself,
peers. Yeah. And the
but
only
you
way I
want to
can
be
do, the only way I can be more recognizable is to be more of myself. And because otherwise, like I've been trying to polish myself and look the way that everybody expects you to look when you create comics, and no more, you know.
You know what's so
Um,
funny
uh,
is like expectations. People may not even realize that they have these certain expectations of different types of careers, right? You think of somebody on Wall Street, they're going to be clean cut. You think of, somebody in music, they're probably going to have long hair. You think of comic book creators, and you think of, Stan Lee, which a very, clean cut kind of guy, and some of the newer names. And I think for you, knowing you,
I like
this
how
is
you did
something.
that. Some of the newer names. I don't know. Please continue.
um, and so I think for you to step out into this new sort of adventure, I think it will be interesting to see the feedback you will get or not get. And everybody is going to have an opinion. And Tim has expressed his. He does not like any of this. I think Rick said you're crazy.
No,
Yeah.
I believe he said it was cracked. Cracked.
You're cracked. You've cracked up. He didn't like, you've lost it. So I can see that for people who
But guys, you
have
guys haven't
known
seen
you,
anything yet. This is like stage
no,
one.
but they've only known
Um,
you like here online. They don't know how crazy you are in real life and what your real history is, right? I'm just saying,
sure they do. You guys all know my history, right?
somewhat.
So I do have a history of face painting. A love that goes back decades, and it's not weird. And when I say weird, I don't mean to offend anybody, but it's not like uh, it's more of the clown-based face painting styles. For instance, the big debate tonight has been, if I go white face, do I paint over the hair or do I shave it? Now you might think, obviously, why not shave it and make it? ICP has a very good face painting with the stuff, and I don't know. We're debating. But the idea would be this would build a persona that I could take to the conventions, to the live streams, to the clubs, to the little shows, and help promote my Hero Shack company. The main thing is going to be getting the books into people's hands. And what was it? About a month ago, before we launched Man Guy, we talked with some people that I respect very highly in the crowdfunding business. And they asked me a question, and I think it kind of twisted in my head, because they said, do you really want to be known as a gimmick? Do you want to be laughed at? Do you want to be a joke? And do you remember what I said, Diana?
Yep. Yep.
Should I repeat?
Yep, I do.
Well, after the fact, because I didn't say this to them because it took some time to absorb. But I don't care how I'm known, as long as I get known so I can get the comics in people's hands. That's the biggest thing. I don't want to just sit around idly. If they're going to tell me that I need to promote myself, then I need to do everything I can the best I can. And right. I know what happens when I put on the face paint. I know how that changes my confidence, how it changes my approach. And like, this is not it. This is just feeling some of it, but it's coming, and it's going to impact my creativity, my comics, and our presentation. And I'm kind of excited about it, frankly. Hey, baby, you finally turned on your camera.
Hey.
Okay.
No, I think he feels sexy even before this new thing.
Oh, this isn't about being sexy.
Yeah.
This is about my image, my vision of the perfect look is like Kiss mixed with Twisted Sister, say mixed with a little bit of Alice Cooper. Yeah. And a touch of Sting, of course. Right, Diana? Sting?
Yes. I'm answering
now
the guy.
You might ask, which era is Sting, though? I like the colorful Sting. Go on, babe. What were you going to say?
The guys are just commenting about my attire. I went to work like this today. Come on now, guys.
Yeah.
The kids loved it.
We are having a fashion revolt in this house. I am inspiring change everywhere. Before you know it, I'm going to inspire men everywhere to start wearing big glasses and black lipstick.
I'm having fun with Chris. This is something Chris has been talking about for a long time, and it is now happening for real.
Well, and really, folks, we have the failure of Man Guy to thank for this, because now I'm more convinced than ever that I'm not doing enough to promote. Now, you can say, well, go on the shows. Well, what good is going on the shows if I sound like everybody else, if I look like everybody else?
Well,
now people say, well, let your comics speak for you. Well, let me tell you, there are some great comics out there that aren't doing well, despite the fact that they have been out there. So there's something else that needs to be combined. There's like a force. Now, when you look at someone like EBS, for instance, a lot of personality, a lot of talent, a lot of promotion just through that alone. He projects. He's an excellent host. He knows how to get under people's skin. I don't want to get under your skin. I want to get like into your entertainment sphere. So how do I do that? By expressing myself, just like he's doing in his way, right?
Right.
And I recommend you all start face painting, by the way. Just so you know, this isn't an exclusive. I think each and every one of you has a face painter.
So the thing is, too, because people that may see this stream, they're gonna like, oh my goodness.
No, I bet you'll be
Have
surprised. I
you
bet you a
ever
lot
tried
of people
being
can relate to this.
insane? Have you ever tried being? Yes, this is totally out of character, but
No,
Chris and
this
I,
is not out of character. This is just out of character what people have known from me.
yes. No, you never let me finish. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You were gonna walk the plank. They told me I look like a pirate. I was going for more of a country rocker look, but I don't think I really did it.
Oh no,
This
I
was
think
a
you're gonna
very
make me walk the
last
plank.
minute thing. Listen, this was a very last minute thing. Chris was all done up in his thing, and I'm like, okay, I got to do something. I got to do something. So I just went in the closet and sort of did this.
Yeah, she watched this kind of assemble over the last few days.
And
I
I'm
have
like,
fingerless
okay.
gloves, but I'm not wearing them because they're too small. Right?
So, but let's get to the actual character.
Oh,
So
yes, go
yes, it
ahead.
is a shock. You're looking at Chris. Many of you are going, we knew he was crazy, but he's gone off the deep end. He has not gone off the deep end. This is something that is in his. When I met Chris, this was like he wanted like the whole ripped jeans with the tights underneath, with the long hair and the lipstick. That's who he is. That's underneath who he is. Fast forward to 2023, and the 80s have not become popular just yet, but they will be back. And at that point, Chris is going to fit right in style.
Ladies and gentlemen, I might actually help lead it back. Okay. Well, all it takes is a champion. And before you know it, all of you will be having mullets and you'll be like wearing earrings again. Trust me. Why did Diana turn off her camera?
Because my my head was getting hot. So I took off my hat.
So what, your camera's connected to your hat?
No,
thank you.
I have my little
but now you look
going.
Now you look gypsy cool.
There you go. Now I would have gone into my gypsy role.
There you go.
I would have put a spell on you. I don't know.
I should mention, and I know I did this last week, but the new Trolls Exposed is shipping and available for sale on HeroShack.com.
Mm-hmm.
That's 120 pages of wonderful stories.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, see it. Yeah.
So
pretty,
yeah.
Right? Yes, it is. You know what? And I'm very proud of this little bit here. Let me show you, because this is marketing, babe. Look at that. Yeah, it's an advertisement for Man Guy.
Very cool.
And a new back cover, which we are shipping out. I don't know how many of these, but several of these to customers who got the first edition. And this is a corrected, I'm calling it version 2. I'm not making it a new number, but you know how like they have revisions in books and stuff. So this is like revision, it's a revision. So very proud of it though. And I'm very proud that it's going out. I'm excited. Hello, Andy. I can't read your comment. If Diana would be so kind as
you look like one on my Choose Dressing Friends. Glad to see you're coming out. Laugh out loud.
Brother, that's what it says. Know it. Yeah, I know what he's saying. Well, what I'm doing is coming out in a sense.
I can hear the
I'm
rumors
feeling it right now. I can't even explain to you the energy that I feel just by coming close to what I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a power in the whole persona. We'll have to do face painting classes once I get this down. We'll do like tutorials on video. Yeah.
You see that? Drag queen.
Maybe not. It's not a drag queen thing. It's really not. That's the thing about the 80s though. And like that was something that happened about a week ago. Dee Snider was getting some heat because he backed Paul Stanley. All the painted guys from my childhood, right? And they were talking about kids and gender affirmation surgery or whatever they call it.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people were saying, well, that's, you guys were all dressed in drag. And I tried to explain it. And I said, it was a stage show. It was something that we all did when we were going into events and we were having that time. It wasn't like we were going to work dressed like that. It wasn't like we were trying to be anything but guys having a blast. It wasn't about gender swapping. It wasn't about image, really. It was more about belonging and having fun and just taking into that nature when, like, you dress up for Halloween and you feel like a stormtrooper for a
Right.
day, or you feel like a vampire for a day. It's that kind of energy. And when I said that, D. Schneider actually liked the tweet, and that started getting me thinking maybe that was a sign from God. And then, of course, you know how that goes. When you start looking for signs, you see them everywhere. So
Yeah.
everywhere I went, I was seeing confirmations that I should probably do this. Even to the point of seeing a deer. I actually saw a deer, and you know what deers mean to me.
I know. Just for the record, I have been with Chris for 18 years now, something along
At
those
least,
lines.
yeah.
And, I know my husband. Typically, most people react with like a knee jerk, oh my God, he's crazy. Are you okay? Blah, 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 blah. No, he's fine. He's just having fun. This is how Chris has fun. So remember, remember back in the old days when you were against the Trinity, the Holy
She's
Spirit,
talking
and
about my religious convictions, and I would go through
yes, he
theology.
was very much into theology when I first met him. Like he must have read and studied the Bible like as if he was in Bible college. So he knew a lot about it. So a lot of my Christian friends were up in arms, like, oh my gosh, he's from a cult. He's like, no, no, no. This is how Chris kind of goes through his different creative moments. And then we did you felt led to do the ministry downtown. So I kind of went along for that ride. And there's been lots of different things that have happened in our relationship. This is just another adventure that we're on. And I'm hoping that Chris and this new persona takes off. So there has been a bunch of things here. Blade. Well, hello, Blade.
I
Welcome,
can't
welcome.
read it.
Well, wait a minute. Is the real issue modern conservatives have with drag queens, the competition? Now, wait. Oh, wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. I'm just
No,
playing.
you know
You
what?
go.
I think the real problem all comes down to really concerns about kids. And I think if everybody just calmed down about the topic, we could have a rational conversation. But the sides are too polarized right now. Because I never heard a conservative complain about a drag show until kids were getting involved.
Right.
And maybe they're overhyped, or maybe the other side is underhyped. I don't know. But I think when cooler minds prevail, they'll have some better answers than just attacking each other like they are right now. Now,
Right.
I expect
But
somebody
this
to
is
say, "Oh,
not
you
what
look like
that's
they're in
about.
drag." What's that?
This is not what that's about.
No.
You're
But
really
I
tapping
know
into
that
your days.
I know that the comparison to drag is going to happen. But all I can do is point you back to the icons that I'm inspired by. Um, Kiss, Twisted Sister, Alice Cooper, Insane Clown
Mhm.
Posse, The Crow, one of the best superheroes ever, basic white on black. Sting, of course. Sting did a copy of The Crow, but he also did like a colorful version, and he did it
Mhm.
before Ultimate Warrior, who's yet another painted guy that was wicked, wicked cool. But like my
So I
idea is we'll start going out,
Mhm.
and I'll go out in the persona, and we'll go watch a movie and do a review, and we will get attention brought to Hero Shack, and that will
Mhm.
hopefully, no, not hopefully, that will promote all the books.
Right.
That
So
will increase interest.
the thing
I can't read.
too is that this is just something fun. It's a fun thing. It's not a political thing. It's nothing. It's just Chris really enjoys glam rock. So
No, but
Blade would
listen,
like
look, Jace is bringing up something really good here.
I
I
know.
kind
So
of
I was
agree
just
with you, Jace. Yeah.
I was gonna read that for you,
Um,
but you can see it now.
No, it is kind of weird that they won't act on firearms. I don't know if it's tied to the NRA. I know a lot of people are very committed to the Second Amendment. Um, and I understand that, but when you're faced with something so drastic as the number of shootings we've had, I don't know why they haven't addressed it in a more formal and direct manner. And it is kind of shocking and appalling. And it's bizarre because both sides have their like feet dug in some very bizarre things, like we should be protecting the kids at all costs, but both sides are kind of treating them just negligently in different ways. And that's kind of the biggest, thing that bothers me, and the other thing with the kids, protecting kids and Republicans, you really, I don't know, something's got to give because we're just losing a lot of them. Let's see.
But that's not why you're dressing up.
No,
right?
that's not. No. Don't let Jace sidetrack you. Well, I got to be honest, guys. Jace is my son, and I love him dearly, so I don't mind engaging a little bit in the topics. But before we get too deep, we should talk again about Mangai Shokin.
Yes, we should.
Do you want to throw a pitch? I did the last pitch.
The last pitch. Oh, yes, you did. So we are down to 15 days and counting. Do you have the link somewhere? It's on the top. Is it?
Yeah, it's in the
pinned?
description. I could pin it. Hang on.
Yeah, you should pin it. So Chris is pinning it to the top. Listen, it is a great. Oh, wait a minute. I should turn my camera on. So we know where we have failed, and that is the elevator pitch. It is very hard to sell 4 issues in one campaign, and we've learned that. We probably should have gone through each issue and given an elevator pitch for each issue, but what we tried to do was to combine the overall story. I got to tell you, it's a great story. It's a lot of fun to read. Chris has put the link. Chris, you're going to share the link? There, I'll share it.
I'm trying to.
I shared it for us. So click on the link, take a check, look at it. We've also changed a couple things. We took the hardcover off. That's gone. We have added that the ash can. Everybody who orders a book is going to get the ash can. So, and if you decide that you're going to buy the pack where it's for Comic Cons for the kids, then I will still get you that ash can. I will mail that out to you. It'll be a little like thank you gift. So you will definitely get the ash can if you decide that, hey, you know what? It doesn't sound like the book's for me, but I want to support you guys. And I especially want to get some good comics into children's hands. So check it out. Click on the link. $10 PDF.
And we can use the support. Frankly, it's at a dead standstill. So the less support you guys give, the crazier it's going to get.
We have never had a campaign like this. We have done 3 or 4 successful campaigns where we have always made it.
Well, the interesting thing, the thing I love,
that might be an idea, Rick. He said to offer just issue 1 by itself.
Well, if this fails, if this campaign fails, we may actually go that route, because then we have everything lined up. We can do 4 on the side on a different. We can do that on my comic and do another one on somewhere else if we have to.
And
but
for those of you that have purchased or have given in good faith, you will still receive your book. We're working on ways to make that happen. So I wanted to add that.
Look at her.
We do have some faithful backers. And we really, really appreciate you guys. And so I'm hoping that this last 2 weeks, we're going to just see boom, 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 boom. Hey, another sale. Hey, another sale. Oh, look, another one. We got 3. Hoping it's going to happen. I'm hoping people are dragging their feet. And if not, okay, I'm going to say something. And if not, as a fellow independent creator, you should be contacting us to say, you guys need to do X, Y, and Z, and that's why it's not selling. Because if I
Oh
saw
my
a
gosh.
book, I would do the same thing to you. Okay, I'm done talking. You tell me to talk, and then you roll your eyes. You're rolling your eyes under those shades. I can tell. Okay, I'm done talking. I'll go quiet. That was my
No, you're fine.
spiel.
You're
No, I'm gonna
fine.
go like this. Watch. I'm now
No,
making
no, I
faces
hate
at
it.
you. You can't
I
see.
hate it when you do that. That's not fair.
I know because I make faces
Um,
at you.
Come back. Thank you. Don't do that. Are we going to let people in tonight?
Yeah, of course. We always do.
All right. Let's see if I can manage this.
I'm sure that they really want to talk to you.
Well, I'm sure they want to talk about Man Guy. It's the hottest thing out.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about it is, people don't even know this is just the beginning. I got all this stuff planned out, and it's really just a matter of shipping coming in and a little bit of molding, because nothing is set in stone as far as like the painted design. We don't really have a finalized edition of that yet. I want to do some crazy things with my hair that I haven't quite convinced Diana of yet.
So why are we talking about this again?
Talking about what?
What you're talking about? I thought we were going to talk about like the whole look thing because you're still working it out.
You know what? Just talk about what you want. I'll be back.
Okay. He just left me and he tells me that I'm not supposed to do that to him. So I think that what Chris is trying to say is that there's more to come. What you're seeing right now is just a teaser. He's working through the whole persona. He's trying to get it all together. And again, the whole point of that is to not be like other independent creators, to be sort of set apart. And he's doing the first step with his look. Because when we've talked to some people, it's like, oh yeah, independent creators all very similar, and I think he's trying to be more relatable. Anyways, you guys, he shared the link. He said he shared the link. So if you want to come in and have a conversation, that would be fabulous. Let's see. I think I heard a beep. Oh, hello, Terry.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good.
Now you know. Every time he tells you not to do something, he thinks he's allowed to do it.
I know. But it's okay. It is what it is. I think he got upset with me though, and I'm sorry about that. He always gets mad at me. I think he
What's
got
he
upset
mad
with me.
about this time?
Well, I think he got upset because I was trying to tell him not to give too much away about his persona coming.
Ah.
Because there's more to come, and he's trying to do it in stages. And so tonight we really wanted to introduce the idea of having a persona, having Chris do a persona that represents something that's very dear to his heart, which is glam rock 1980s. Like that, when I first met him, that was it. Those were his glory days. You guys remember glory days? Like everybody has those years in their lives that they look back and then like, oh my gosh, those were the best ever. For Chris, glam rock and the 80s when he was in the band and he was doing all the things that he loves to do, that was so much fun. So we started to look at comic book creators in general, and most comic book creators are very similar in their views and stuff like that. So let's see. I think everybody's. Rick, are you there too? Did I get you in?
Yes, yes,
oh my
I
God.
am.
Rick, I love you. I swear.
That's the spirit, brother. That's the spirit, man.
Oh.
You're welcome.
Oh, we're not the only crazy fun people in the house. There we go.
Oh, I'm pretty crazy.
Hang on, I gotta make you bigger because I can't see enough. That's the only thing about sunglasses, man. Hang on, I'll be right back.
Look at it, looks wicked cool.
I'm the most not
Are you seeing that thing?
We'd probably have to 3D print you some custom stuff on that because that's Skeletor, right?
Well, it's just a skeleton mask. I actually watch a guy on YouTube that uses it for Skeletor.
Well, I know that
but I had something else to go with it, but with putting the headphones on, I can't really put it on because it's a little big. Here, I'm gonna take these off for a sec, and you won't be able to hear. I won't be able to hear you, so wait to talk to me till then.
Okay, watch this. Hey, Rick, you look really funny with that mask on. Yeah, that's really a winner. There you go. Actually, it is. That looks really cool, actually. I don't know how well that'll go at marketing Christian comics, though.
Good point.
Hey, Rick.
What was that?
Could we sell that to the Christian audience?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I actually originally did the helmet. I made a makeshift other Canadian sort of superhero, Canadian Knight, and this was my helmet for it. But it sort of goes good with this too. So
yeah, I dig it.
And this I made out of like a metal garbage can or bucket that you'd get at like the dollar store. I just cut out the shield.
Love it.
So the shield look.
Is it is it sharp?
No, well, it would be, but I got tape on the edges, red tape.
Nice. Yeah. All right, good. I'm like thinking if that slides down your nose a little bit, that could hurt.
Yeah, well, that wouldn't get there.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know.
Awesome.
You know what? It's been crazy because no, I'm sorry, I can't talk about the outfit. You guys are just gonna have to wait and see. I was about to give away more, and Diana will get on me, and I can't do that. Let's see. See brand consistency.
I might be able to do this one. Hold on.
Yeah, I think Jace is right. I am going to look into getting a 3D printed man guy helmet. That would be wicked cool, and I think it can be done in a way that. Well, there's a whole the thing about it is none of the guys that I reference, with the exception of Alice Cooper, really maintain the same exact outfit. Well, no, Kiss did too, I guess. But the other bands, they would vary it up, and I'm not going to be, typecast into one outfit. My name's not Fred Flintstone. I could go for a Fred Flintstone, though. My feet are kind of bulky like that.
Oh my God!
I'm hearing Disney themes. What the heck is he doing?
What am I doing?
No. Look at Rick. He's like Iron Man with the helmet on.
Oh, the Iron Stormtrooper, huh?
What the hell?
Yeah, this is an Iron Man mask, paint it white. This was the mask for Canadian Knight that I made up for the costume.
Nice. You look like Iron Man a little bit, though.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, what can you do?
Just tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. That's my Canadian accent right there. That's all of it. Hey, I have a whole bunch of doot. How come they don't? In Canada, they don't say doubt like doot, right? So why do they say about a boot?
We don't.
You
don't.
You that do, but
look at how hard. Look how hard Rick has to try to say it correctly. They do. Oh, brother, Canadians got stuck on a boot. I don't understand it.
I'm out and about.
You're so funny.
All right, so while we're here, let's take a peek at what Brother Terry here is doing.
Terry,
oh, this is the back cover. This is the back cover. Yeah, advertising a few advertisements of something else to go with what you saw last time.
Very nice, very nice. I just like to take a look. That's why, because that's what video's for. Let's get a better look at Diana. Oh, Diana, you look blonde with wigs. You got wings. That's really cool. Oh, hi. How are you?
I'm good.
The
I'm walking.
microphone's working really good for you, you know.
Is it? I don't
Yeah, you
think
sound
anybody
better.
else cared or even cared or even realized it. Only you. So I'm doing this for you.
No, I had audio experts
Well,
watch
the
the
thing
show and
is,
tell me.
well, Diana, the thing is, the rest of us really don't care about the mic as long as you're here.
There you go. See? And you could hear me on the other stuff, on the other mic.
Yes, but every time you
Okay.
typed, we heard
Oh
the
my
tick
gosh,
tick
every time I look at Rick, I can't. I'm just like,
I got it off. The only thing about this is for having it on for long, it's very warm inside.
I was gonna say, it looks like it would be a really hot mask.
Oh, by the
Yeah.
way, Diana. Oh no, never mind,
Yeah,
never mind,
but
never
it
mind.
just warms up. I got it originally, you know, any other skeleton mask I probably wouldn't have got, but because the jaw moves when you
Yeah.
can walk, I
Oh
like
yeah.
that.
That's cool.
Has an articulated jaw.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, I can move my if I have my face is in far enough, move my mouth and it talks with a It's really good when I laugh, though.
It is. Sorry, guys.
But I figured I'd put that on when I first came on for Chris. Show some support for him.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
But trust me, you're going to want to paint your face when you see how cool it looks. It's going to become a national sensation.
I've seen people with painted faces before, and unless I shave my beard, it's probably not a good idea.
Well, that's what I'm working on next. How to do that. Every time I suggest shaving, my family has a fit. Mainly my wife. So.
Well, I personally think the look looks great the way it is, but it's up to you whether you want to change it.
Oh no! Wait. I'm not allowed to speak on it.
Well, you're allowed to. You just don't want to. You want
No. Believe me.
Right.
If I want to sleep peacefully over the next week, I have to wait. Because she
no. I just can't with you sometimes. So what should we talk about? Let's get off of the look. You're
so
here.
let's go back to Man Guy for a minute. I
Yeah.
will say that we've been able to move some issues at the shows and the signings.
Yeah.
And it's been a relatively positive experience. To say that, meaning we haven't had any negative responses. The
Right.
cover has gotten a lot of positive responses. And so, yeah, I'm just reporting that part of it because that was a positive too. I wanted to say that about 20 minutes ago when you were pitching, but I didn't get a chance.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, the thing is, I think you're always going to move. You can always move at the cons. It's a little somewhat a little easier.
Yeah.
Cons are easy.
Or they can be. They can be hard too because sometimes getting people over to your table to even just take a look can be hard.
Right.
Unless you got some sort of
No,
gimmick.
it all depends on where they put you.
Yeah, well, that too. But even if you have a good position, like the last one I was at, I was like probably close to dead center of the con, but until I started standing up and saying free stickers, I wasn't getting a lot of traction.
Right.
If you're not near the door or on the outskirts, you're not going to get it.
So I got to interrupt. I just want to tell Jace, every Monday night, Diana has hosted a draw stream for the last couple of weeks, which was inspired from the one that Rick and Terry and I were doing. And last week, the theme was Star Trek, but we can do various different themes and various different things. In fact, I would welcome you to join if I didn't know you were already wicked busy. But it's usually Monday nights around 9 o'clock. Last
For
week
now.
was our first real theme, and I think this next week we're doing Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
Which is going to be a lot of fun.
It ruins my theme for what to do on the night. My comic that I'm trying to put up on things, so I gotta find another time to do that.
Oh, he does. Well, does he go? If he goes past 9, that would be bad. We could always move it or do a different one as well. But like, he's always welcome, of course. Jace actually is one of 3 artists hanging on my wall of Cyclopean. I also have one from Quibix and one from
Eric Ninatowski.
Oh, I was gonna do it too. I was gonna get close. I was gonna say Eric Nina. But
I
yes,
figured I'd help you out.
thank you so much. Yeah, every time I try to say his name, I blow it. But
Yeah,
yeah,
well,
that's the wall is the Great Cyclopean.
It's fairly easy. Nina Tau Ski.
It should, yeah, and it should be easier for me because I know that, but it never like comes to mind properly. Why do you have a Snapchat ghost in the corner? Oh, you know why? Because of my stupid software. Yeah, no, I know why. It's this software that I'm using. Let me see if I can get rid of that because it shouldn't be there.
Yes, we have Dante on.
Watch, I'll show you it's this software, and it came on my cam app. Let me see if I can. There's like, it does different things like this. This was the bald one I used for a couple of weeks, but see, my bangs are down, so it really screws it up. And this one's really beautiful. And this one's crying. Doesn't it look like I'm sad?
Don't do that.
I know. Every time I do that, you say that, Terry.
It's very scary looking, isn't it?
Scary.
I don't like that one.
There we go. I got rid of it finally. Yeah, but yeah, Terry says that every time I do the sad one, he's like, "Don't do that."
Don't do that.
And it's creepy because if you try to smile, it makes you look like you're crying more. It's like it's got a sensor filter or something.
Yeah.
It sees more teeth, so it makes it like distort. It's like weird. Oh, baby. That's some good coffee.
You got coffee now?
I just finished it. I've been drinking it for the last 2 hours.
Well, I don't think they mean Dante as in the 7 levels of hell or whatever it is. You're probably some artist named
Actually,
Dante, right?
no, she does mean Dante, but from the Devil May Cry video game. Let me turn off my green screen for a moment so I can show this properly. Because I tried to show it last week and the green screen ruined it. Is it this one? I think it is. Hang on. Cancel. Filters. Yeah, it is this one. Okay. Chroma key. Off. Okay. So now you should see the green screen behind me, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Dante. Yeah. Yes. With the Mangai logo, but this is not on the Cyclopean wall. That's why I didn't mention it. But my grandson colors in the background. And I don't know who did the Mangai logo, so I will give credit to him for the moment. But yes, this is actually hanging on my wall. It goes above my green screen, but I took it down last week and it's still on my desk. Very happy. I don't publicize my grandson much, but if I did, I could make a whole cottage industry on him. He's so cute.
Well, you'd have to get in line.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I'm sure every grandparent thinks their kids are their grandkids are the best. I'm no exception, but yeah, it's totally flooring. And, I can't explain what it means to me generationally, but I thought fatherhood was awesome. Grandfatherhood is even cooler. Because you just sit in awe and you're like,
Jace wants to know, he wants you to help him identify Mangai's official color palette. I'm seeing some more vibrant and some they look more black and red.
Well, the thing about the costumes that is going to be revealed is they change color in battle according to what they're doing. The primary colors on him are typically right now a salmon and a salmon color and a turquoise color. But when he goes into battle, when he uses certain weapons, he can turn red, he can turn blue. And the same goes with all of them, with the exception of Sister Sentai. She is pretty much committed to pink, and there's reasons for that too that will be revealed in the stories. I have to keep some mystery, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I will tell you that Shogun Garrison has flags on his back that have a lot to do corresponding with the colors of the other Yoshokin. And I'm excited about that because I'm actually lifting that from Chinese movies that I've seen. They have flags in their back, and I think it's the coolest thing ever. And so I wanted to use it, and I did. Now, that may be weird, but that's what my comic is all about, mashing different genres, different tropes, and bringing out new and powerful representations of them. Yeah. Somebody else talk, because I need to breathe. No.
Okay, well.
Then breathe.
I am breathing. I'm kidding.
If you're not breathing, you'll be dead.
Hey, don't get technical here.
So
there we go.
Blade said that he reminds me of a bit of Yoshi Miyutsu. I don't know if he's talking about Dante. Dante, are you talking that Dante reminds you of Yoshi Miyutsu or
Yoshi?
Mangai?
Well, Diana, I think he's referring to Yoshimitsu from one of many video games.
Well, he might be talking about one of the characters from Mangai.
Oh, you maybe.
Maybe the one with the flags.
I can tell you, Jace knows about the cultures than I do. He's actually learning Japanese, where I'm just kind of like Google translating it.
Yeah.
The character Yoshimitsu showed up in Soul Calibur 2, Tekken a few times.
Yeah, that's what Blade's saying.
Yeah.
And, right, the flags he says the flags in the back remind me of Yoshimitsu in Tekken and Soul Calibur. He's absolutely rad.
All right, guys, I'm switching to beer.
Well, Yoshimitsu is the funniest character yet, especially in Soul Calibur. Especially when he introduces himself. It is I, Yoshimitsu.
So, again, Terry amazes me with his knowledge of pop culture.
Yes.
Yes.
This is true. You know.
Well, you'll be all right as long as he doesn't say, "I shall assist your suicide."
Is that his trademark?
That's one of the lines they gave him in Soul Calibur 2, which is very funny.
Mm-hmm.
He says that before he beats the crap out of you.
Yes,
Yeah.
or I guess it's saying if you go to take him on, it's like committing suicide. Even you.
I'll be right back.
So we are in the process of retooling the show, and we're almost on an hour. We got to cut it at an hour for the sake of show format. So once again, you know what? I'm going to actually check Mangai just so I can guilt all the viewers. Because I can do that.
Viewers, you can't guilt me.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to guilt you at all. Okay, so we're still at 127, which just means I'm going to get a little crazier next week. It's going to be a little wilder. It's going to be a little more fun. And I am looking forward to it because it was going to be anyways, but now I have inspiration.
Yeah. But like I said, I think you should add a tier where there's just one comic book, a little cheaper, Yeah, the 4
Yeah.
for the $35 is a great deal, but
Yeah, but you know what? I would rather keep it where it's at, and if it fails, then relaunch with single issues at a time
Yeah.
instead of like trying to. I don't want to try to sneak this one out. If it's not going to make it, I'm okay with that. I'll just
Yeah,
relaunch.
I get that, but I think you should have it where you might have both, just because some people they don't want 4 issues. They want to dip their toe
Yeah,
in.
but they could get the PDF for 10, and that would be all 4.
Yeah, but some people will not get a PDF.
That's true.
Like they want a hard copy of something. I know what
Yeah.
he's saying, but the
Yeah.
PDFs are a hard sell to people over like 25. Whereas like
Mhm.
I've talked to a lot of kids now, they're not reading anything but digital. So there
Yeah.
will
Right.
come a time where we will see a higher increase on that. But right now
Mhm.
they're getting most of their stuff from like Webtoons or like a Kindle app where their parents have like a free Amazon subscription,
Yeah.
things like that. A lot of that.
And it's not
So
necessarily. I'm not saying it's necessarily about the price. It's just about sometimes people just want to get one issue to get their feet wet, so to speak, to see whether they like it, or not.
Mhm.
They don't want to go all in and get the 4 issues. And then the thing is,
Mhm.
after something like this is done, you end up eventually putting it up on. You'll probably end up putting each issue individually up on your website for sale too. So then they can come
Mhm.
back to the website and buy it. The
Mhm.
other issues if they want.
So
Yeah,
I just
it's
want to
gonna
say
be
something really quick
do
about
what?
Jace. Jace
Yes.
put a comment up. Did you happen to read it? He said having a
cannot see it.
fighting game character that can damage himself is hilarious when we are making the Hero Shack when are we making the Hero Shack multiverse fighting game?
Oh,
That's
brother,
what
we
Jace.
could do that anytime you want. The thing is, I don't know how much I could contribute to it. But I would do anything I could to help. The biggest problem with committing to other things, like I so much wanted to do a man guy theme, and I haven't done one yet because I've been busy redrawing issue 4. But like eventually, I want to get it to the point where maybe I can commission a musician. Like we have friends in the music industry, if you will. It's just I haven't approached any of them about how much would it cost for you to write us a song for this character. Plus, I'd
Mhm.
like to see some interest in it before I go spending money on a theme song.
Yeah.
Right now, it would be really hard to justify to
Cost a
Diana
lot
a
of
lot of
money.
expense. What's that?
Video games also cost a lot of money. Getting those fighting sprites and all that costs a lot of money.
Well, Jace is, I think, specifically talking about hand homemade our like our garage style. He's
Mm.
quite adept at making sprites, so he would be talking more than likely an 8 to 16-bit type of game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I didn't know how well he didn't know that he was adept at doing that, but yeah,
Oh,
that.
yeah. Oh, if
I'd
he
like
wants
to
to go that far. Now, those are complicated sprites, aren't they, Jace? If you go Capcom Marvel,
Well, it
like we're
depends.
not talking 8-bit there.
You can do again. The 16-bit ones probably would be, but 8-bit not so much.
Yeah,
But
you could do it 16-bit, but that's a huge sprite. Like Street
Yeah.
Fighter 2 was pretty big.
yeah, Metal. You guys remember Metal? He does that stuff too, and it can get costly getting into all the different moves and stuff like that. Doing
Yeah,
all that.
especially if you're bringing other people in.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
not positive, but I think Jace would be mostly an all-in-one creator.
Mhm.
Because that's like in our blood. I can't see if he wrote something new there.
Yeah, he did. He says, "Yeah, probably developed in Game Maker Studio." Oh yeah, they are widely considered the best sprites are in gaming.
Nice. And see, that really is Jace's like sphere. When he came into this world, I was the one to put the first controllers in his hand, but it wasn't long before he was kicking my ass in these games and
Yeah.
knowing far more about them than I ever knew. So bravo to Jace.
Yeah, I just know it's expensive. Well, there's probably sprites online that you could get the stuff out and sort of copy it and just you gotta form it to your character.
Yeah, well, I've seen his character sheets before. Yes, my love.
I have to step away for a minute.
Well, we're at an hour. Should we just kill the show till when?
Sure.
When's the next
Yeah, we
show?
can do that. Okay. Well, we can do that. I just didn't want to say I have to go, but I have to go.
Okay, well, everybody, I guess we're calling it a night. Rick, I was over at Cross Comics on Fund My Comic. Do you have a campaign over there?
Yeah, I might be shutting it down soon. I've only got one thing, and I might just end up putting everything over on my website soon. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's still
Well,
up there at
guys,
the moment, so if anybody wants
if
to
you're
check
over
it,
there, consider giving it a backing.
yeah.
And
fundmycomic.com. I think it's .com, and look for Cross Comics or Canadian Shield.
you know how I found it? I Googled Cross Comics along with Fund My Comic at the same time, and it came right up with it.
Cool.
And
That's
man,
good.
guys over at Indiegogo kind of struggling, but it won't be once you
we're
go
both
there. man.
slow.
Yeah. So I guess for tonight, that's it. Keep an ear open. Hero Shack over on Twitter at Hero Shack. We have a site or an account over there that we're going to be updating about our comic stuff regularly.
Mhm.
Also, this YouTube channel, like and subscribe because this
And
is
there's
our new
something that
YouTube
you
channel.
can do if you haven't, make a Discord for Hero Shack.
Yeah, you know what? I will at some point. I just don't want to get too far out because what happens is I make 1 million accounts and then Diana curses me.
I have a fit.
Cusses me.
Because then I'm like, where are we at? What
Start
account are
building
we
up the
using?
subscriber base in there, and that way, no matter what social media you're on or what account you're using on YouTube, you can direct them to this from there. So,
What is this account you're suggesting?
Discord. Have a Discord like I do.
We have a Discord. Hero Shack
Okay.
has a Discord. I'm already set up on that. I just
I
have to
didn't even
figure
know
it
that. That's how many social things we have that I don't know about yet because I probably made an account and didn't even remember it.
No, you have your own.
But Diana
personal
has
account.
a
I
list
have
of
a personal
accounts.
account, and we have a Hero Shack account. So I gotta go. But
All right.
thank you
Yeah.
guys.
So we're
so
gonna
much for
go.
coming.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for coming, everybody in
night.
the chat. We
Good night.
appreciate it. Jason, Terry, and everybody else.
Hey.
Yeah, when you get a chance, DM me the link to the Discord.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether I'm a part of it already or not. So.
All right. Yeah. All right. So we're
Good
out of
night,
here.
everybody.
I'm clicking the
5,
unbroad.